It was lights out in the girls' hostel. The school compound had gone quiet, and the night wrapped itself around the building like a warning. From outside, everything looked normal, calm, peaceful, safe, but inside one room, something was already wrong. Inside the dormitory, every bed was occupied. Blankets rose and fell with the steady breathing of sleeping girls. The room was dim, lit only by soft moonlight slipping through the louver windows. No one was talking, no one was awake, no one noticed the silence had started to feel too heavy. Then Kemi suddenly woke up. Her eyes opened sharply, as if something had called her from sleep. She did not scream, she did not move at first. She only listened. The room looked the same, but in her chest, fear had already arrived. Slowly, Kemi lifted her head and looked across the room. That was when she saw it. Zara's bed was empty. The mattress was there, the blanket was there, but Zara herself was nowhere on it. But that was not the strange part. Kemi kept staring because the blanket on Zara's bed was moving. Gently, slowly, rising and falling like someone was breathing underneath it. Kemi froze. Her throat tightened. She had seen the bed. It was empty. She was sure of it. Yet the blanket kept moving with calm, steady breaths, like whatever was under it was sleeping peacefully. At first, she tried to convince herself it was Zara playing some foolish midnight prank. Maybe Zara had gone somewhere and come back without Kemi noticing. Maybe there was a simple explanation. Maybe. Kemi slowly pushed her blanket aside and stepped onto the cold tiled floor. Every sound now felt too loud. Her breathing, her footsteps, even the faint rustle of cloth in the room seemed to be listening. She walked towards Zara's bed, each step slower than the last. Then, in a whisper so soft it almost disappeared into the darkness, Kemi spoke. No answer came, no laugh, no sudden movement, no sign that Zara was joking. Only that terrible, slow rise and fall under the blanket, as if something invisible had chosen that bed for itself. Kemi swallowed hard and reached out with a trembling hand. Every part of her wanted to step back. But something stronger, something desperate to know the truth, pushed her forward. Then she grabbed the blanket and pulled it away. Nothing was there, nobody, no hidden prank, no person under the blanket. Only an empty mattress and a silence so thick it felt alive. Kemi stumbled back. Her heart pounded harder now. She could not explain what she had seen, and she did not have time to. Because at that exact moment, she heard a voice behind her. The voice came from the doorway. Kemi turned around slowly, and there was Zara, standing in the doorway, awake, watching her, calm, real. If Zara was there, then what had been breathing under the blanket? The room suddenly felt colder. Kemi looked at Zara, then at the bed, then back again. Her mind could not hold both things at once. Zara was at the doorway, but the bed had been breathing. And the strangest thing of all was that none of the other girls woke up. Not one. They slept on peacefully, as though whatever had happened in that room had chosen Kemi alone. Zara took one slow step into the room. Her face did not show fear. It showed something worse, confusion, as if she, too, knew something was wrong. Kemi could not answer. She turned back toward the bed. At first, it looked empty again. Still, harmless. Then the blanket began to rise. Once, twice, slowly, calmly, like whatever had been there never left. Kemi stood frozen. Zara stopped moving. Neither of them spoke again. In that moment, both girls understood the same terrible truth. Sometimes, in a boarding house, an empty bed is not really empty. After that night, Kemi understood something she would never forget. Not every empty bed is truly empty. And in boarding houses, the stories people laugh about in daylight can feel terrifyingly real after lights out. Subscribe for more creepy, scary stories that will keep you awake at night.